voy. El ferro, el Porsche, la C3 el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios más los bendiga. Mis hijos no nacerán como Floyd. La baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero. No te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero. Soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan. Tú sabes que aquí es real. Me vengo a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y a la estatal, cambié todas las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sí que no.
Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Washington Nationals and the New York Yankees. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's Interleague Baseball, next on the show. Garrett Cole, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock-solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
So here is Trey Turner, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
First pitch of the AB now. And we are underway from Yankee Stadium as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. His career line against Garrett Cole, 2 hits in 7 tries.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Down the right field line. That's going to be down for a base hit, possibly more than that. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position, 1 batter into the game.
Here now is Juan Soto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0. Fouled away. Turner leads off second with nobody out. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Another 1-2 delivery. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was 1 strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 is a fastball that misses.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Next up is Kyle Schwarber. His career line against Garrett Cole. Just a 2-for-14 line, so advantage pitcher here. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First pitch on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
One strike now from Cole. Now his swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
That is it. The designated hitter.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. (2-0) to the Nationals DH in this one.
This is worst case scenario for the pitcher. As the offensive player, man, smile on your face knowing you're sitting fastball right down the middle.
The 2-0.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, look at the dive. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More from Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Max Scherzer gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this ought to be fun to watch in this one here today. A guy with over 2,000 career strikeouts. Think about it. He knows how to get swings and misses, and he knows how to paint the corners. Hopefully, he'll bring some of that in this one here, and he should be fun to watch.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The first baseman, DJ.
Now the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by Harrison. And that's out number 1.
Batting second, the designated hitter,
Giancarlo Stanton now. Past battles with Scherzer. Comes in with 6 hits in 21 at-bats. He's also hit 3 home runs. Too low, 1-0. Scherzer racked up over 2,300 innings of work on major league mounds and logged in with an ERA in the low 3s. Two balls and no strikes, the count to Stanton. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. Aaron Judge will be next. The 3-1 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he fouls this one off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's big Aaron Judge. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Two out, nobody on. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Two and 1.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
Down, he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Soto retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still no score. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Josh Harrison. First pitch of the AB now. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Up with it, Sanchez. And the throw is in time. Harrison is retired, and there's one away. Here's Starlin Castro. His career line against Garrett Cole. He comes in as a .316 hitter. Now here's the first offering. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game. Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Fastball just missed above the zone. Castro leads off first with one away. An even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. And he struck him out. So next to bat will be Victor Robles. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
1-2 as he chases the slider.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Digging in will be Trey Turner. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No score here as we play inning number 2. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nats leave a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
I don't wear a cape or apron, so I ain't saving you or cleaning house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what.
Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Number 29.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
The 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1.
Inside ball 1.
Yanked hard down the left field line. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Here's Rougned Odor now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So now here is Gleyber Torres looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0 home. He goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. Three-run home run down the line in right as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
To the plate now, Aaron Hicks.
The center fielder.
As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Hicks.
Three runs already home here. Change up low, 2-0. Three and 0 now.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And he misses, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So stepping in is Gary Sanchez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Breaking ball down around the knees, laid off and called a strike.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll 2.
And the runner back safely. Hicks aboard here at first with nobody out. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Sanchez stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. This is skied into short left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, Clint Frazier.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up the outfielder Clint Frazier. Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled off. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count, you send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. We played 2. It's now 3-0 New York. Top of the third set to get underway, and digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And right into the shift. This is foul for the first strike.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
The first baseman,
1 away
19.
now in the Washington third, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. And now the first pitch. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. And he falls behind 0-2. And the pitch.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
He'll try again, 1-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Judge looks up. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Josh Bell. And the Nationals are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Ah, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One and 1 to Schwarber.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Very high, 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. 3 balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 pitch. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
In now for Washington, Ryan Zimmerman. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Zimmerman, or just simply Zim. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together. 1 strike now from Cole. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. Josh Harrison stands in, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Ball 1. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. So a full count now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, nice job all around right there. He's able to get a head start, full count, 2 outs. You know he's going right there. Batter didn't come out of his zone, no. Drove a nice single into the outfield. Now we got runners on first and third.
So here's Starlin Castro as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. To short. Torres brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But not before they answer back here with a solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Yankees 3 and the Nats 1. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just inside. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm. Now another 1-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Fouled away.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 2-2 one more time. is looked at, and the count moves full.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Hit hard to third. Castro's got it. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now. 2 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Gio Urshela. He collected a base hit his first time up. Now here it comes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Giving chase is Robles. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, as the lead remains 3-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping up is Yan Gomes as we begin the top of the 4th.
The catcher, Yan Gomes.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Hicks will wait on it, and he's got it for the first out. Victor Robles digging in now.
Victor Robles.
First offering on its way. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
3-1 to him now. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom 3rd of the order you have to go right after.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 1 for 2, including a double back in the 1st. He's set. Here it comes. Using the slide step to try to control the running game.
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Runner goes for second. Pitch is high. The throw.
Not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
A 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for Washington. Score holds, it's 3-1. So here's the left-handed bat of Rougned Odor. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score.
Rougned Odor.
First pitch on its way. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
1-1 the count. Now the pitch. Fastball well outside. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Fouled off. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Now batting, shortstop, Gleyber.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. From the stretch. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2 ball.
At the plate now, Aaron Hicks. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. 3 runs, just 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Down in order go the Yankees. And it's still 3-1. Now into the box, Juan Soto. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
Juan Soto.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. And that's in there, 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Into the windup and the pitch. To 2-2 now.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. The 1-0. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get a knock.
The count now at 2-2. And the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. It's always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0. Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. And the Nats have cut it to 1. It's a 3-2 score.
Well, there's nothing that makes you feel as helpless as a ball like this. The pitcher and the right fielder were wishing and hoping it would hook foul right of the pole, but no such luck. Off the foul pole and gone.
Into the box now, Ryan Zimmerman. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Ryan Zimmerman.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a
swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 3 and the Nationals 2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyholed in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to land foul. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. He still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Into the box, Clint Frazier. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here it comes. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
DJ LeMahieu.
Stepping in now, DJ LeMahieu. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Grounded softly to the right. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Jonathan Loaizaga takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Now it'll be Josh Harrison. Lifetime against this particular arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Hicks is underneath this one, and very quickly 1 gone.
The third baseman, number 13.
Next to hit is Starlin Castro. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now here's the pitch. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out. So the next to bat will be Yan Gomes. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding his zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Now the 1-0. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Odor has it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees are out in front, 3-2. Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
At the plate, Aaron Judge. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now the 1-0.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Count is 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they still lead it 3-2. Stepping in once again is Victor Robles. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
Victor Robles.
Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Robles is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number one. Here now is Trey Turner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity, up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch today.
A 1-1 count to the Nationals' leadoff batter. 2-1 to count to Trey Turner. Three and one to the National shortstop.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, right fielder.
Number 63 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 63.
Juan Soto will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll get back in safely. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. From the stretch, Turner's on his horse on his way to second. Pitch outside, the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 1-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Next to stand in is Josh Bell, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A high fastball is in there.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Two runs on the board after that home run by Josh Bell. His second of the game as they take the lead 4-3.
No doubt in my mind, just about everyone was holding their breath on that one. Just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and that's a huge swing of the bat in this game. Could be a deciding one.
Kyle.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. 0-1 the count. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Here's the 0-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's 4-3 Washington. Will Harris will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Rougned Odor. First pitch of the AB on its way. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Fouled off. The payoff pitch one more time. And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Career numbers against Will Harris. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. And the pitch. Count even at 2-2. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Aaron Hicks waits on deck. Three-two pitch. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Another full count pitch home. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
High leverage at bat here, and standing in it'll be Aaron Hicks, and he represents the potential go-ahead run. First pitch coming, here it is, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Now the 1-0. One is a cutter that misses 2-1. Torres, base runner at first with 1 out. Fouled away. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Kyle Finnegan takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. At the plate now, Gary Sanchez fouled off. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Turner has a play. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. Yanks lead 1. Score holds at 4-3. Luis Cessa's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and digging in is the veteran DH, Ryan Zimmerman. Now here's the first offering.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, You have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Randy down 2-2.
And it's fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden you're holding some new firewood.
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Sessa, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Comes set with the 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
The 1-2 pulled high in the air out to left field. Frazier will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. So now into the box is Starlin Castro. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch on the way as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Strike 2 taken, a fastball that clips the inside black.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
Two out, nobody on. On the ground to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
To the plate now, Yan Gomes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 0-1.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Nationals lead 1, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Leading off the inning, it'll be Clint Frazier, and they could use a spark from him here.
The left fielder, Clint Frazier.
Here's the first pitch.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Bell brings it in. Two and two. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box, DJ LeMahieu. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1 home. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Now the pitch. One out, nobody on. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch. That one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Striding forward now is the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. The 0-1 pitch.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
The 0-2 home. High and deep down the left field line. Gardner, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Tanner Rainey takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And again a throw. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Into the box now, Aaron Judge. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. One-0 count. Here it is. Hit back toward the mound. And that's through for this first base hit in this one. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Robles is back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and the runner is in from second. And he's in safely to third as 2 runs come across to score, and they grab the lead.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Roll. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Stepping in now, Rougned Odor. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0 pitch. Fouled away. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 8 full. It's the Yankees 5 and the Nationals 4. Aroldis Chapman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Mike Ford is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Andrew Stevenson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Well, this one's been a bit of a head-scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs that's going to win the ball.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Andrew Stevenson becomes the first out in the ninth inning. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch on the way. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Lifted down the line in left. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Juan Soto to the plate now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. A little low. It's 2-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Last strike now for the Nats. Oh, and this one ran in and got him, and that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Josh Bell stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. He's set and the pitch. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Ball 3 as he misses low with it here. Soto is off at first with 2 away. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Kyle Schwarber, a base knock to the outfield, could score the tying run from second. Chapman sets. Here comes the first pitch.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Fouled off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
2-2. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Even at 2-2. The pitch. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Hicks is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Yankees came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Luis Cessa is credited with the win. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
She say, self-care like eat, pray. Give thanks before I eat, pray. But tell a hater that I eat, pray. I'm like Miami where the heat say. Now I'm riding up to 2. You would think I'm in the 6. Born Jan 26, 36, but I never the brick. When I shoot, I never break. When I shoot it, swish. Fourth quarter, 10 on the clock.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Nationals, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Our paid attendance here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.